My girlfriend posted our breakup on Instagram before telling me, with my best friend, at my family's lake house while I was working overtime to pay for her dental school. I saw it at 11:23 p.m. on a Thursday. I'm 29, male. Sarah's 27. We'd been together for 4 years. My best friend Jake, 30, had his own key to the lake house because I trusted him. Stupid me. The post was them kissing on the dock at sunset. Caption read, "Finally with someone who sees my worth. Sorry, not sorry. New beginnings with my real soulmate." She tagged him, tagged the location, tagged mutual friends. 847 likes in 20 minutes. I stared at my phone for maybe 45 seconds. Then I commented on one word. Okay. Then I got to work. 11:31 p.m. Changed every streaming password she used. Netflix, Hulu, Spotify, Disney. She loved her shows. 1:47 p.m. Removed her from my phone plan. She was on my family plan, paying nothing. 2:03 a.m. Called the property manager at the lake house. Revoked Jake's access. New lock code by morning. Cost me $150 emergency fee. 2:15 a.m. Venmo requested her half of the ENT for the past 6 months. She hadn't paid since January and kept saying she was broke from school. 2:28 a.m. Canceled the dental school tuition payment scheduled for next week. $4,200 I'd promised to cover. 45 a.m. Removed her as my emergency contact everywhere. Hospital, work, bank, everywhere. 3 a.m. Changed my apartment locks, found a 24-hour locksmith, $280 but worth every cent. 30 a.m. Packed every single thing she owned into garbage bags. Put them in the hallway outside my apartment door. 2:15 a.m. Screenshot everything. The post, the comments, the timestamp, and my bank records show I paid for everything. Then I took a melatonin and went to bed. Slept like a baby. Woke up at 7 o'clock a.m. to 43 missed calls and someone pounding on my door. Sarah was in the hallway screaming. Jake was with her, looking like he'd rather be anywhere else. Her mom, Carol, was there too for some reason. All three of them were falling over each other. "You can't just throw me out. I live here." I opened the door halfway. "You don't live here. Your name's not on the lease, never was. You're being abusive. You're financially abusing me. I'm not paying for your life anymore. That's not abuse. That's called breaking up. You know, the thing you posted about before telling me." Jake finally spoke. "Dude, can we just talk about this like adults?" "Adults don't sleep with their best friend's girlfriend in his family's lake house. We're not friends. Get out of my building before I call the cops." Carol tried the mom voice. "Young man, you need to calm down and stop being vindictive. Sarah made a mistake. You're making this worse." "Ma'am, your daughter posted her cheating on Instagram for 847 people to see. I just changed some passwords. I'm pretty calm, actually." Sarah's voice went high and whiny. "You canceled my phone. How am I supposed to call anyone?" "Jake's right there. Ask your soulmate to add you to his plan." Jake's face went pale. "Yeah, buddy. Didn't think about the actual logistics, did you? And my tuition payment, I have school. Should have thought about that before using my lake house as your personal love nest. Take your bags. Leave. Don't come back." Sarah tried to push past me into the apartment. I didn't move, just held up my phone. "I'm recording this. You're trying to break into my apartment. My lawyer's already got the Instagram post. Want to add attempted break-in to the evidence?" She froze. "Your stuff's right there. Take it and go. You've got 5 minutes before I call building security." Carol grabbed some bags. Jake grabbed others. Sarah just stood there crying angry tears, mascara running everywhere. "This isn't over," she said. "It is, though. Have a great life with Jake. Really. Seems like you two deserve each other." They left. I went inside, locked my new locks, and made coffee. Best coffee I'd had in months. Update 1. Holy hell, this blew up. To answer questions. Yes, this is real. No, I don't have kids with her, thank God. Yes, I got a lawyer. His name's Mark, and he thinks this is the easiest case he's seen all year. Yes, the Instagram post is still up. She's that dumb. So anyway, Sarah showed up again Saturday afternoon. This time she brought reinforcements. Her dad, Robert, whom I actually liked. He looked embarrassed to be there. Her sister, Emma, who's always hated me. Perfect. Jake, who seriously needs to learn when to quit. And her mom, Kane, is ready for round 2. They tried everything. Robert. "Son, I know she messed up, but you're being harsh. She's struggling with school stress. Can't you work this out?" Me. "Robert, I respect you, but I paid $11,000 toward her school this year, while she was sleeping with Jake at my lake house. I'm done. Emma, you're a controlling psycho. She couldn't even have her own Netflix password. Me, she didn't pay for Netflix, I did. She can get her own now. That's called being an adult. Jake tried to act tough. Look, man, we didn't mean for it to happen. It just did. You're making this harder than it needs to be. Me, cool. By the way, your boss follows me on Instagram. Didn't you sign that workplace ethics thing? The one about not dating coworkers' family members? Sarah's my emergency contact in your company system. Was, anyway. Jake's face went white. Yeah, his company has strict policies. Sarah did consulting work there last summer. Sarah started ugly crying. You're ruining my life. I have nothing. No phone, no money, no place to stay. Me. You have Jake, your soulmate. Real beginnings, right? That's what you posted. I'd already prepared for this. Everything she owned was packed in boxes in my storage unit. I'd rented it for 1 month, prepaid. Storage unit 247 at Public Storage on Maple Street. Code is 8834. You have 30 days to get your stuff before they auction it. Here's the unit key. Now leave. Carol tried one more time. You're going to regret this. She loved you. Then she should have thought about that before posting her affair on Instagram. Oh, and Sarah, your Spotify played Careless Whisper 47 times this month. In my lake house. I have the location data. My lawyer loved that detail. The best part? Sarah tried to use her old debit card at Starbucks on the way out. Declined. It was connected to my account. I'd called the bank that morning. Jake had to pay. His face was incredible. But here's where it gets good. My lawyer called yesterday. Sarah's trying to claim the Instagram post was a joke, that she never actually cheated, that I'm overreacting to a prank. Marcus literally laughed for 30 seconds straight. She posted photographic evidence, with geotags, on public social media. She's done. Also found out through mutual friends that Jake still lives with 2 roommates in a crappy apartment downtown. He thought Sarah had money from her family. Her family's broke. Carol works retail. Robert drives a bus. Jake's face when he realizes he traded our 10-year friendship for a broke dental student with no phone plan, gonna be priceless. More updates coming. Sarah's sister just posted something vague about toxic men. This is far from over. Update 2. Buckle up because Sarah went full nuclear. First, she started a social media campaign, posted on Facebook, Instagram, even TikTok. Long essay about how I was a manipulative narcissist who controlled every aspect of her life, how I isolated her from friends, how I used money as a weapon, how I never let her be independent. Her mom shared it. Her sister shared it. Her aunt shared it. Her dentist school friends shared it. Some of our mutual friends actually believed it. That hurt, not gonna lie. But Raw forgot one thing. I'm friends with Marcus from college, not my lawyer Marcus. Different Marcus. This Marcus is an IT guy who's basically a wizard with computers. He helped me recover some very interesting deleted emails from Sarah's old laptop, the one she left at my place and forgot about, at emails between her and Jake going back 11 months, almost a full year. My favorite email, sent in February, he's so easy to manipulate. I just cry about school stress and he throws money at me. I've saved almost $8,000 from the rent money he thinks I'm paying. By summer, we'll have enough for our own place. Just keep playing along. He suspects nothing. Yeah, about that rent money. I pulled my bank records. Every month, I sent her $950 for half of the rent. Every month, she said she paid the landlord directly. She never did. I covered the full rent myself. She kept the money. I posted the email screenshots. Her narrative crumbled in 2 hours. Then came the extinction burst. 1. She convinced her de robe RT to call my boss, said I was harassing his daughter and needed to be fired for workplace misconduct. My boss, Dave, knew the whole story, told Robert to have a blessed day, and hung up. 2. She tried to get into my apartment at 2:30 a.m. My Ring camera caught everything. She was with Emma, trying to use her old key that doesn't work anymore. They were whispering about getting proof of something. Proof of what? That I changed my locks? Security came, banned them both from the building. 3. She filed a police report claiming I stole her grandmother's engagement ring. Her grandmother's alive and wearing the ring. I sent the cops a screenshot of her grandmother's Facebook post from last week showing the ring on her finger. Case closed in 20 minutes. 4. She started calling my mom, crying, saying she made a terrible mistake and Jake means nothing, that she wants to come home. My mom, bless her, said, "Sweetie, you posted it on Instagram. Everyone saw it. You can't unring that bell. Good luck with dental school." Then Sikidas. He blocked Sarah's number. 5. She showed up at my gym, where I've gone for 6 years. She joined 3 days ago just to accidentally run into me. Cried in the parking lot when I walked past her to my car. I waved. She screamed, "I hate OU," loud enough for everyone to hear. Management talked to her. She's not allowed back. But the peak entitlement came yesterday. Jake's mom, Pat and Rishia, called me. This dared to ask me to be the bigger man and help Sarah out because Jake's not ready for a serious relationship and made a mistake. I asked, "Are you seriously asking me to help the woman who cheated on me so your son doesn't have to deal with consequences?" Well, when you put it like that, it sounds mean, but Jake's struggling. He thought Sarah had family money. He's in over his head. I laughed. Actually laughed. "That's hilarious. Tell Jake good luck." I hung up. Last night, Sarah sent a message from Emma's phone. "You destroyed everything. I hope you're happy. I have nothing now. No money, no home, no future. This is all your fault." I replied, "You posted it on Instagram. You destroyed it. I just stopped paying for it. Huge difference." Then I blocked Emma's number too. Monday's the court date for the rent money she owes me. Marcus says we'll win. She admitted to taking it in her own emails. Can't wait. Final update. The small claims court hearing was absolute perfection. Sarah showed up in a white dress to court to get sued for stealing rent money while cheating. A white dress like she was the victim at her own wedding. The judge's eyebrows went up so high they nearly left his face. Sarah's lawyer, some guy named Todd who looked fresh out of law school, tried to argue that the emails were taken illegally from her laptop. Judge Patterson asked, "Was it her laptop?" Todd, "Well, technically it was left at his apartment, Judge." "So it was on his property?" Todd, "Yes, but she didn't consent to him accessing it." Judge, "Did she ask for it back?" Todd, "Not formally, but..." Judge, "So she abandoned property at his residence and he accessed an unlocked laptop found in his own home. Continue." Todd looked stressed. "Your Honor, my client was under extreme emotional stress from the relationship. She made poor financial decisions due to his controlling behavior. The money she kept was for her own safety and independence." Judge Patterson looked at me. "Do you have the emails?" Marcus stood up. "He's not just my friend. He's also a paralegal now. Dude went back to school." "Yes, Your Honor. I have 67 printed emails spanning 11 months showing premeditated financial planning, including this one." He read it out loud. The February email. The one about manipulating me and saving $8,000. The judge's expression went from professional to annoyed to almost amused. "Ms. Sarah, did you write, and I'm quoting, 'He's so easy to manipulate. I just cry about school stress and he throws money at me'?" Sarah turned bright red, started sweating. "That was taken out of context." "What context makes that better?" Silence. Beautiful, beautiful silence. "Also, Your Honor," Marcus continued, "we have bank records showing my client paid the landlord $1,850 per month for 11 months. That's $20,350. The defendant was supposed to pay half. That's $10,175 she owes. We're suing for the full amount plus court fees." The judge looked at Todd. "Defense?" Todd shuffled papers. "Your Honor, my client used that money for dental school expenses. She has student loans. She can't afford to pay this back. Should have thought about that before committing fraud. Also, I'm looking at the plaintiff's bank records here. He paid $4,200 directly to her dental school in addition to covering her living expenses." "Yes, Your Honor," Marcus said. "Tuition payment last semester." Judge Patterson looked at Sarah. "Ma'am, you had your rent paid, your tuition paid, and you still too owe an additional $10,000 while having an affair?" Sarah's lawyer jumped in. "The affair is not relevant to..." "It's relevant to character. Sit down, counselor." The judge reviewed the emails again, shook his head. "Judgment for the plaintiff. Ms. Sarah owes $10,175 in back rent plus $400 in court fees. Payment plan available upon request, but I'm also ordering a lien on any tax returns until paid in full." Sarah burst into tears, not pretty crying, full meltdown, sobbing, snot, hiccuping. This isn't fair. He has more money than I. He's fine. Judge, life isn't fair. Court is. You committed fraud. You pay. Dismissed. Outside the courthouse, Carol started screaming about how I was stealing from her baby, that Sarah would never recover from this, that I was evil. Emma tried to throw her iced coffee at me, missed, hit Patricia, Jake's mom, who'd shown up to support young love. The coffee fight between Carol and Patricia was something special. Two moms screaming, one about her baby being victimized, one about her son being trapped. Security came running. Emma and Carol got banned from the courthouse for 6 months. Plot twist, Jake wasn't even there. According to Patricia's screaming, he'd moved out of his apartment last week, left Sarah high and dry. Apparently, he met a 24-year-old bartender at his buddy's birthday party. They're moving in together. Sarah broke down in the parking lot, collapsed sobbing, screaming, "This isn't how it was supposed to go. We were supposed to be happy." Emma tried to comfort her. "It's okay, sweetie. You can stay with me until you figure things out." Sarah looked up through tears. "I can't. Your apartment smells like cat pee and depression." Even Emma looked done after that. Robert came over to me before leaving, shook my head. "You deserved better, son. I'm sorry she did this." "Thanks, Robert. I appreciate that." "For what it's worth, Jake's mom just told me he's already cheating on the bartender with someone from his kickball league." "Wow." "Yeah, Sarah really picked a winner." He walked away. I felt kind of bad for him. Good dad. Terrible daughter. Last I heard through the grapevine, Sarah's living in Emma's one-bedroom apartment, sleeping on an air mattress in the living room. Emma's 3 cats keep popping it. She's on her 4th air mattress this month. She dropped out of dental school. Couldn't afford tuition. Working at Target now. Still owes me $10,575. Hasn't paid a cent. My lawyer is filing for wage garnishment next week. Jake's engaged to the bartender. Her name's Destiny. She's 24. They got engaged after 3 weeks. They're already fighting on Facebook. Public posts. Jake's mom is mortified. Patricia's been telling everyone at her book club that Sarah corrupted her sweet boy. That Sarah was the problem all along. Short memory, Patricia. Carol's been banned from 2 Starbucks locations for harassing staff who look like that man. I'm that man. She sees someone who vaguely looks like me and starts ranting. Security's been called twice. Emma posted a vague Facebook status about cutting off toxic family members who don't respect boundaries, with a photo of a cat. Sarah commented, "Are you talking about me?" Emma deleted the comment, then blocked Sarah. Sisters fight is peak entertainment. Robert sends me a Christmas card every year. We're cool. As for me, I'm doing great. Sold my apartment lease and got a better place downtown. 1 bedroom, great view, nobody's stuff in my storage unit. Got the promotion at work I'd been putting off because Sarah said I worked too much. 30% raise. Started seeing Michelle from my office building. She works on the 3rd floor in marketing. We met at the coffee shop downstairs. I told her the whole story on our 2nd date. She laughed for 10 minutes straight. Now she brings me coffee every morning with "Not Jake" written on the cup. She's hilarious. Marcus framed the February email. It was in his office. Under it, a little plaque. Easiest case 2024. To everyone asking if I regret being petty, not even a little. She played stupid games and won stupid prizes. The only thing I regret is not seeing the red flags sooner, like when she told me her ex was crazy for changing his passwords after she borrowed his credit card. Should have known. Thanks for following this wild ride. Time to close this chapter and live my best life. P.S. Sarah, if you're reading this, and I know you are because Emma told Robert you're obsessed with finding posts about yourself. Patricia called you a gold-digging leech at her church group last Sunday. She blamed you for corrupting Jake. Just thought you should know. Okay. Edit 1. Since people are asking, yes, this is 100% legal where I live. No, I didn't break any laws. Removing someone from your phone plan isn't abuse. Changing your own locks isn't illegal. Not paying someone else's tuition isn't theft. Die mad about it. Edit 2. Stop DMing me asking if Michelle is single. She's not. We're very happy. Also, stop asking for Sarah's Instagram. I'm not doxing anyone. Leave it alone. Edit 3. Jake's bartender fiancé, A.E. Dest, found out he's still texting Sarah, called off the engagement, posted the screenshots on Facebook, tagged Jake's mom. The comments are gold. Sarah responded, "He texted me first." Destiny re D, "Then why'd you respond for 3 ONs?" The jokes write themselves.